Hey everybody, I'm here with Party Nerves from Philadelphia. Instrumental, surfish, kind of, is that how you would describe yourselves?
Yeah, kind of like surf, but louder and faster and kind of a bummer.
Kind of like punk, like surf punk, right?
Yeah, like kind of like a fusion of those two things, basically.
Yeah. So why don't we you introduce yourselves before we go any further, and what instruments you play?
I'm Mike. I play bass.
Pablo drums.
I'm Willie and I play the guitar.
Awesome. So based in Philly, uh what sort of, I don't want to say scene, but what kind of bands do you play with in Philly?
It's kind of been all over the map. Like we played with kind of like Midwestern emo type stuff. Um, we played with the Red Elvises once, which was sick.
Oh yeah.
Um, Anybody else remember who we played with? My memories.
Mercury Radio Theater.
Yeah, I'm terrible with names. Yeah.
Yeah, we played Mercury Radio Theater. That was really cool.
Awesome. So you have one release out so far on Bandcamp. Tell me a little bit about when you recorded that and what people could expect if they click the link in the description to your Bandcamp and listen.
Probably.
I just record it. That's it. I can't remember. What's the place called?
We recorded in August in Landmine Studios
In
New Jersey. I forget the town.
Yeah, Ewing.
Okay.
It was cool. It was in a strip mall, but everything was closed because during the weekend, so we're just like us in a parking lot. And there's a Primo Hoagies.
Oh,
Primo.
Primo.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah, so we just blasted through the songs. It was just a day, wasn't it?
Yeah, we did one day for all seven, which in retrospect was nuts, but we somehow managed to do it.
I love hearing the voices in the background. It sounds like, like you guys are playing live.
Yeah, everything was, we recorded everything playing together.
No, it was awesome. It was awesome. I always like, because I'm a big fan of NoFX, and you always hear them in the back saying like fuck, like sometimes Eric Sandin like drops a stick at the end of a song and like you hear him cursing.
Yeah, it makes it more lively.
Yeah. Do you guys prefer to record live as a band, a full band?
Yeah.
I feel like that retains the energy the most way. I mean,
absolutely.
Separate, I don't know. It doesn't feel as energetic.
The CD you sent me right here is it sounds very warm. Did you guys record analog?
No, it was all digital, but
yeah. So when we recorded, we just blasted through everything, and if there was anything like major that wasn't right, we went back and just re-recorded that, a couple of notes that we could like drop in.
Yeah.
But beyond that, like there's no overdubs, there's nothing. It's like most of the songs are just like we started, we played through, and then we finished. It's the whole thing.
Awesome.
And then, like I mixed it and I mastered it, and so when I was mixing it, I was just doing it on a computer. But I have a lot of like outboard gear, like a lot of analog, like tube stuff, compressed EQ, so everything. So there's basically like three buses, like one for drums, one for bass, one for guitar, and they all came out of the computer, ran through like a bunch of analog gear in there.
So that's why.
Yeah, trying to get that like saturation, that warmth.
Yeah, you did a good job.
Yeah, I was trying to like get the balance of having everything like clear enough, but mainly like coherent enough that it still sounds like we're playing live because we were. It's that. Yeah. That's what I was really trying to go for.
So when did you guys form, and how do you guys know each other? How did you meet each other?
So Wooly and I met in 2018. He runs like a small independent guitar pedal company, and I was kind of working in that kind of scene at the time. I was setting up little shows at a venue in Philadelphia where people could come try out pedals. And at one point I left the band that I was in, and I was kind of looking for somebody to jam with. I was like, hey, Willie, you want to start playing some music? And then that was like a multi-year odyssey of like us, switching through different people,
instruments,
instruments, like doing all sorts of different stuff. And then during like the early days of the pandemic, when we couldn't see each other, we were just kind of texting back and forth. We had a heavy psych type band at the time, but the guitar player dropped because of the pandemic, and so we were trying to figure out what our next move was. And one night, like I texted Willie like, I really love early B-52 stuff, and he's like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, me too. And he sent me Private Idaho, and I listened to that, and I'd never heard it. And my mind was just absolutely blown.
Yeah.
It's like, why don't we try doing something that's sort of like that? So that was our starting point,
Okay.
and it just kind of went from there. And eventually, we had enough songs to try and find a drummer, and we had a couple of people kind of cycle through. And then eventually, through like a mutual friend, we met Pavlo, and that just kind of sealed it. Like we were off to the races at that point.
Awesome. Awesome. So are you guys in 2023? This interview will be out in April. What do you have set for spring and summer 2023? More music, or are you gonna be gigging more in the city or going traveling?
Everything. We haven't stopped writing. Like the second we finished the record, we started writing more material. We're booking gigs in the city and out of the city. Before this comes out, we'll have played in New York, a couple of different places in Pennsylvania. I've been in talks to try and get us up to like Connecticut,
Yeah.
the State College, just basically anywhere that'll have us.
So who are you playing with in New York? Can you say?
Yeah, so that one, it's with a band called Knife Throat, which is like a folk punk outfit that's really cool. He's normally kind of by himself, but he's pulling together a full band for this one. That'll be amazing. And then Shakeout, which will be really cool.
Okay. You guys know the band Wiped Out?
Somebody that works in the music store where we go knows one of the guys from Wiped Out. So we definitely need to get in touch with them. Like that's how we those guys. But yeah, they just put out a record too, I think. And
Yeah. Welcome to Fear City. Yeah.
yeah, they do good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. So like I said before, people can find your music link in the description, and I really think you should check them out because I think the music has a lot of different elements, like the surf, the punk, the instrumental, but like you said, the B-52s, I noticed like an early 80s influence there. Are you guys old enough to remember that?
I am.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm pushing 40, and I grew up in Philadelphia listening to Y100, and they would play like Public Image Limited and The Cure.
Okay.
And all
Okay.
that, like Modern English, all that stuff on like heavy rotation. So like all through my formative years, I was getting blasted by like all that kind of thing.
Very, very awesome. Very awesome. Well, thank you so much, guys. I want to encourage everybody to check out Party Nerves on their Bandcamp site and support them this spring and summer when they go out and play their shows. Get in touch with the band, get them out playing. Thanks, guys.
Thanks so
Thank
much.
you.
Cheers, man.